Hello teachers and friends, my name is Pham Ngoc and I'm from class K40B. Welcome to my presentations on introducing and explaining my unit portfolio for Intel Teach Essentials Course 2016. The book I was assigned is Solutions Advanced Students Book 2nd edition, and I'm in charge of Unit 2 Stories. Here is my unit portfolio, which contains 4 folders: Assessment, Student Sample, Unit Plan, and Unit Support. Each of them has many different files, which I will talk into detail later. And here is the unit overview, which represent a group of description including the unit title, stories, and the unit summaries, which include the main content of the unit, as well as tasks and how students do the tasks to enlarge their knowledge and improve their skill throughout this unit. Other information such as subject area, grade level, and approximate time needed is also included in the unit overview. As the book is used for students at the level B2 in the Common European Framework of Reference, I chose some requirements to set for my students, and I hope that they will meet all of them after finishing this unit. As 21st century skills are very necessary, I chose some of them to be the standard for my students to master, namely communication skills, critical thinking, information and media literacy skills, interpersonal and collaborative skills, and self-direction. Now, as I consider the content of the unit, I made a list of objections for my students to master. Each objective is based on one section in the book. Except for the last one, this is the objective for my students' project, the presentation that they will present at the end of the unit. Here is the curriculum framing questions of my unit. And now we move to the assessment timeline, which help me to determine my students' background knowledge, skills, attitudes, and misconceptions during the unit. Before my students study the unit, they need to have those skills. And now we move to the instructional procedures. In this part, I will talk about the sequence of my activity, so for my students to enhance their knowledge and skills. As the time needed for my unit is 4 weeks, with 2 periods per week. I spend day number 1 of week 1 to introduce the unit and the project. And other day, like day 2 of week number 1, day 1, day 2 of week number 2, and day through of week number 3 to complete all the tasks in the unit. For week number 1, day number 1 of week 3, I conduct the teacher-student conference to allow my students to present their presentation outline in class so that I can assess and give comment, advice, as well as redirect them if necessary. For week number 4, this is for presentation day and giving feedback. I also include accommodations for differentiated instruction in the unit plan, and also technology hardware for the project, as well as the printing materials needed for the unit. Now we move to the assessment. I will give my student KWL chart for them to assess my student background knowledge and have them decide what they want to achieve and improve through the learning procedure. Then I will give them presentation rubric to have them to guide them on the presentation and have them stay on track as well as organize their presentations. And the presentation checklist and group work, peer feedback to have them to assess them based on the peer in their group work. And I will give them the presentation scoring guide to self-assess the progress, and I also use it at the final assessment. Now we move to the unit support. Beside the book solutions workbook, I will give them some document on the knowledge in the unit for them to have them do the task correctly, and for some students that have interest in the knowledge in each task, the document will have them get more information. As for the presentation at the end of the unit, I give my students useful language for presentation to have them better performed in their presentation. I also include a student sample in my portfolio, which is the summary of Romeo and Juliet, written by William Shakespeare. And this is also the end of my presentation. Thank you for your time and hope you have a great day.